Hi travelers, Tara here, and I'm coming to you today with a short mini cross reading. This is an elemental water reading, so it will be for the signs of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces for April 2017. The longer extended readings will be over on the website. Those encompass romance and work and career. If you think you'd like to get a reading, you can, or you want more information, you can click on the little right eye up here in the right hand corner. That'll take you directly over to the website. You can, if you're interested in purchasing a personal reading from me, if you want to do it by phone, I ask that you please read the important information on booking. And how you get to that is you go over to the website, you'll see readings by phone. Hover your mouse over that and the sub menu will pop out. It's at the very top. So before you submit payment and submit the booking form, because you have to do both, all right? I ask that you read that because it will explain a lot of things to you. If you're interested in a video reading, there's a tab for that, and you can click on that, and that is self-explanatory. I have membership options there. There are 3 membership options. That's how you get to view the extended video, monthly video readings, individual tarot readings. But there you also get free birth charts. There's astrology. There's all kinds of stuff there, articles on the site. So you can go over and take a look at that if you want. I would like for you to please keep in mind that this is a general reading and the messages will not resonate with everyone. I'm reading for many, many people, and I'm reading for 3 signs. So I'm reading for just the element of water. So therefore, please take what you can and disregard what you cannot. I do have the Sibilas here with me and the Angel Answer cards. That is how we will round out the reading. This will be a mini cross reading. Okay. And as I said, the full versions, they're not posted yet, but I'll be starting those probably tomorrow. My astrology software crashed and I lost over 200 charts. So I have to go back in and make charts for people all over again. That's a real pain in the butt, but it is what it is. We have 3 planets in retrograde. We have Jupiter in retrograde. It went retrograde, I don't know. I don't even know when. I'll put all that information underneath the video there. We also have Venus, which is retrograded into Aries. And Mercury, it's not really in retrograde, but it's in the pre-shadow retrograde phase. Always, always, always pay attention to the shadows before and after, pre and post. I'm going to be putting an article up about that probably over the weekend. But once it retrogrades, it will retrograde into the sign of Taurus. And that rules the 2nd house. So that's the money house, okay? So as we know, with any retrograde, no matter which planet, it's always a time to rework, revise, reassess, review, replan, take a look at some things. And if you can avoid having to sign any contracts or make any deals. I mean, you can't stop living because the planets go retrograde. You just want to make sure or take steps to ensure that that you are protecting yourself in whatever manner that means. That could mean, going out and getting some legal advice or financial advice or advice in general, reading things over 2 or 3 times before you put your name to it. Try not to buy anything, particularly on a Mercury retrograde, because sometimes the product will be defective or you'll find out after the fact that you really didn't even want it. Be cautious. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the reading. And as I say, this is I'm going to put one more rifle on these. For Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces for April 2017. We will end the reading with the Angel Answer card. So here we go. Mini cross. 7 of Cups. This is at the heart of the matter. What is crossing us is the Ace of Wands. The root of the issue, the Ace of Swords. The past influences, the Star card. What remains to be seen, or the unknown factor coming in, the Chariot. Oh wow, these are not bad cards, water signs. Okay. And the perhaps future outcome, I'm going to say perhaps because nothing is set in stone, yeah? The Two of Swords, some indecision. The overall energy of the reading is the Fool card. Now, for those of you who don't know much about the tarot is broken into two distinct groups, and those are the major arcana. They are numbered from 0 to 21. It's 22 cards. They're numbered from 0 to 21, with 0 not being counted, but it is the first card of the major arcana, and it is the Fool card. And number 21 being the World card. The thing about the major arcana cards is that they represent our life lessons and our spiritual lessons. In other words, this is how we grow and develop. And then the second half of the deck is known as what are known as the pip cards. And these are numbered cards. So they're going to be like our 2 of Swords, our 7 of Cups. But they also include our aces. These are number 1s. Okay. And wow, this is really not a bad spread, water signs. And I haven't done the earth signs yet, but this is not bad at all. Now, what is at the heart of the matter is this 7 of Cups. And the 7 of Cups is the card about not really knowing what it is that you want or what it is that's best for you. The cups simply represent some type of emotional component. This could also be about having many decisions or many options that you have to choose from. Which one of these things is really the right thing for me? Okay? The indication, though, however, that this individual in the foreground, he's like in a nightmare or he's in a dream state. So this could also be about fantasies, procrastinations. It could be delusions, illusions. Sometimes it can represent addictions in some way, shape, or form. You know, if you're somebody, if you know, some people who are forever fantasizing about things, but they never get up and they do anything. Well, the simple act of fantasizing all the time about something can be addictive, okay? Now, I have 2 yeses here. Now, this is crossing us. So what I'm picking up, in other words, is that this is the heart of the matter. And what is preventing us, I think, or what is blocking this, or what is keeping this in place is this Ace of Wands. And I am picking up that this Ace of Wands is an indication that there needs to be some kind of decision made about whatever this 7 of Swords, 7 of Cups is telling us. Now, wands are traditionally interpreted as a work endeavor, some kind of new work project coming up, which could very well be true. But I always look at the wands as well as having to do with the motivation, the fire in your belly, your ambition. What does it take to get up and do whatever it is that you need to do? If you're procrastinating, this says get your butt up and do something about whatever it is you're dragging your feet on. And that's going to help clear up whatever the confusion is that's going on. But like any ace, and there are 2 of them here, any ace, this is an opportunity for you to do something, okay? But if you're not in the right place spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, then you can miss this opportunity, you know? And there's an old saying, you know, sometimes opportunity only knocks once. And we can see that if you actually get up and do something, here's the root of the problem. I think you already know what the answer is that you need to do. You're just not motivated to do it. And the reason why I say this is the Ace of Swords is the sword of truth. The Ace of Swords is about, swords represent beliefs, perceptions, ideas, concepts. They also represent communications. And not just communications with others, but also the communication that you have, that self-talk that you have. But this card says that you are going, and you probably already do have, what it is, the capacity to see clearly what it is that you should be doing, what choices you need to make, what is the choice that you need to make. This is, you can cut through all of this confusion and all of the bullshit, you know, and get to the essence of it. Now, I have seen this card sometimes to mean some kind of proposal coming, and sometimes I have seen it show up as a marriage. Okay, so maybe for some of you, this is about coming together and joining forces with someone. We have the Star card here. And this is something that has occurred in the past. And we read this across here, okay? From past to future. This is the way the energies are traveling. So what this tells me is that for some of you, something has already occurred that you've been hoping and wishing and waiting for. This card is about flowing from a pure source, or having that feeling that whatever knowledge or whatever clarity or whatever is coming up for you, that it's coming from a source outside of yourself, but that source is pure and it's true. This card is also about showing yourself as you truly are. That woman is naked. She is able to draw from one well here, her emotions, and she's able to share them out. They spread out into the 5 directions, but this is a continuous thing. This can also, I'm picking up, because it is the Aquarius Venus card. It represents both Aquarius and Venus. Aquarius is an air sign, and it is the air sign. It is really at the top of its game astrologically in terms of future thinking and far ahead, okay? It rules groups, networks, and associations, friendships of the sort. But then we have Venus. And Venus is all about love, the love that we share not only with our friends and family, but the love that we have in our personal relationships, those with our children, those with our family, and the love that we have with ourselves. So what this tells me is that I think this is also being triggered by the what do you call it? The eclipses that are occurring this year across the Aquarius-Leo axis, because this card can sometimes also be an indication of the cosmology or the astrology that is happening. Now, what I'm picking up is that whatever this thing is that you're dragging your feet on, it has to do with your home life. And the reason why I say that is because here we have the Chariot. And the Chariot represents Cancer. Cancer rules the 4th house. So this is the house of home and hearth, the house of your clan, the house of the people and the things that hold you. It also represents mothers and the feminine aspect. But oddly enough, even though that's what that house represents, it is really a house that is ruled by fathers. Okay? And again, we have this reference to some kind of astrological timing or event here. We have the 2 moon disc, not disc, but the quarter moons on his shoulders, and he's standing underneath the canopy of stars. He has the star in the center of his crown. We also see that he's got the 2 sphinxes there. Now, the 2 sphinxes are indicative of the yin and the yang, the light and the dark, and being able to find the balance between the two and move your way through those things, okay? We know that the Chariot itself is a war vehicle. It's not like an Escalade. It's not like a Rolls Royce. So that means that it can be a long, bumpy road to get there. But if you're able to see, he's not even holding any reins. So he's driving this Chariot forward simply through his willpower. So this is about, it may be a long, bumpy road for you to get there, but if you can just maintain, okay, your focus and your determination, you will eventually arrive at your destination. Now, I do feel that for some of you, this Mercury retrograde will come into play. Why? Because I have the wings, the messenger of the gods there. Okay, so this could literally be some news coming to you that's been a long time in coming. But whatever the news is, you're going to be able to harness that and move forward. But yet, we still see that there is some indecision here. We have somebody who is of 2 minds. Let me go back to what this was. It's going from the past to the future. We see that some event has come about that is really, I want to say in a sense, heaven sent. But it has caused a lot of emotional upheaval for someone. And this is causing them to doubt. Is it real or is it Memorex? Is somebody pulling the wool over my eyes? Or am I deluding myself? That's the hoodwinked card. So this is about somebody who's taking some time out to reflect on whatever, but you can see there's a lot of emotion underneath the surface. And sometimes this can even be about self-denial. We can see that there's another moon up in the corner there. So this could be 3/4 moon cycles, okay? There's definitely some astrological timing here. Now, the 2 swords are indicative of someone who either thinks, someone who either feels that they don't have enough, who thinks or believes that they don't have enough information. It's swords, concepts, perceptions, beliefs, ideas, communication. So this could be that someone feels that they need more information before they're able to make a decision. See, they can't make the decision right now because they don't see a way of making the decision. But what you don't see about this card is that that person has one eye is not covered all the way. Her left eye is not fully covered. So this is really about either someone who is in denial about the situation, or they know exactly what's going on, but they're not able to make a decision. So again, it speaks to some kind of procrastination here. Now, here comes the Fool card. And the Fool card says for you to trust in the universe and take that leap of faith. Okay? It is a Uranus energy. And Uranus always comes in to liberate you and free you. Uranus rules lightning. He rules storms. He rules revolution and rebellion, freedom and liberation. Okay, so the Fool, this is about a new spiritual journey. He is considered to be the infant on the scale of the major arcana card. So this is sometimes can be about don't be naive to, be careful where you step. But then you have the little dog here. But what is the dog saying? It's saying, yay, let's do this. Or hey, watch out, be careful. So it is about you can make the decision. And you can make the decision that's right for you, but you don't have to rush into it blindly, okay? You see, he has his little hobo bag. And we are to assume that inside his little bag that he's got the cups, he's got the swords, he's got the wands, he's got the coins. He has everything that he needs in order to take this journey. It's only going to be up to him in order to start out on that journey, this new particular journey, this new cycle that's coming in, and do it to the best of your ability. Sometimes the Fool card will come up to say, sometimes you have to take a risk, okay? And that even if you make a mistake as you go along, it's okay because you did something. You're actually going on the path in which you should be going. This is definitely something new trying to come in and present itself. I also kind of sense in one respect that whatever this Fool card is speaking about, again, it's like someone's trying to ignore it. And the reason why I say that he's got his head up, he's like not even paying attention. He's trying to ignore it. So I do sense in one respect that this is someone who's in denial about something. And whatever this thing is, I have these 2 water cards here. This represents Venus and Scorpio, and that represents Cancer. And I have seen Venus and Scorpio show up as somebody who desperately wants to have that closeness, or all of those things that they desire, that they fantasize, that they dream about, that they really want, but yet they're too afraid, okay, to either admit those things. You see, he's in a dream state. To recognize those things. You see, we have somebody that has their eyes covered. Here, somebody's looking around everywhere but where they should be looking. Perhaps they feel that they can never get those things. Okay? So, I want to take a look at what this... wow, I don't know if y'all heard that. I live close by the naval base, and some pilot was just hauling ass through here in his jet. Supersonic boom that was. Afterburner. I was in the Air Force. The base captain commander would get up every morning and fly his sorties. And he would fly, then he'd shut the engines off, and then you'd see the plane just glide by, and then he'd come by and he'd turn the afterburners back on real quick. and he you know, buzz you. Scare the shit out of me. I used to hate him. It was a joy to watch him fly, though. It really, really was. I think his name was Colonel Alcala. He used to piss me off with that, because no matter how you were standing out there, it always scared you because you never knew when he was going to turn the burners back on, right? Crazy. But it was a joy to watch him fly. It really was. All right, let's take a look at this Seven of Cups. This is a really good reading, water signs, for whomever this applies. Now, what we're going to do is, if this wasn't answered for any of you, there was a question that was not addressed. It's not. We'll pull an angel answer card, and that might help you some. So let's see what the Seven of Cups is all about. Doctore, the precious presence, and the amore. Well, isn't that a lovely card? That's a lovely trio. And this applies whether this is same-sex or heterosexual, whomever's going to take the role of the male. And this is definitely a male-focused card here. This is about the receptivity, okay? About, you know, everybody having that side of themselves that they would like to show or share with other people and to be accepted for who they are, okay? That's what that's about for me. The doctore is a lawyer, a doctor, an accountant, what have you. So this could be maybe someone thinking that maybe they don't have enough to offer. Okay, we'll look at it that way. But if this is not about someone in a professional capacity, it is simply someone who has the ability to nurture and I would dare say, with the cards that have come out, that enjoys that, okay? A caretaking or, you know, nurturing. And then we have the amore, okay? And this is just what it says. It is about love, but this is someone who's confused about maybe what they want from love, what they want out of love, what they themselves perhaps may have to give in love. And we have the precious presence. And this is a gift that is not unselfish. And coming across this way, this says to me that someone or something has already come into your sphere, okay? And in a sense, the cards are almost saying like the person really was heaven sent, like it's a fated, there's a fated quality to this reading. I can't explain it any other way than that, and I don't like to use that term but this really speaks to some kind of fated meeting or fated quality. And it's surrounded by, you know, there are more positive cards here than there are negative. All right. And that the person, if you're probably worried if maybe the person who has come into your life or has presented themselves, or the universe has presented to you, maybe you are worried that maybe they want whatever it is you got, but that's a fear. That's the way you feel. It ain't really the truth of the matter. Or maybe that you feel that you don't have enough to give to that person. In which case, again, the cards are saying that I feel that person accepts you already for exactly who you are, which, you know, is a very rare thing. And that is a gift. And truly, there are times when the universe will put people into your path that really are there to love you unconditionally and guide you and assist you and support you, who doesn't pass any judgment. And I think this Two of Swords is speaking to some kind of self-judgment. You know, I don't know if it's going to work, or I don't know if I can trust that person. And the universe is saying, look, take a leap, because it's trying to move you. You know, and this is about past relation, you know, the way things are. Don't judge, you know, you're looking at this new person through the lens of your old relationships. You know? And that's not good. In a way, it's rather self-defeating. Let's see what the Two of Swords is all about. Denari. Well, there you have it. I don't know if I have enough money. I don't know if I can provide the person everything I want to give them. But that's a lie. That's a lie. And they're sad about it. To me, this is not reading about, in a way, it's kind of saying maybe the person is afraid that maybe you're going to, you know, you're coming in just for the financial thing. And so they are, you know, they don't see a way out of this situation or how to, and they're very, very sad about it. But by the same token, this card can sometimes read as, you know, fear. Okay? It's not just somebody else who's lying to you or trying to trick you. How about you lying to your damn self? Why? Because at any point in time, this person can put those swords down. And they're also protecting their heart. They can put those swords down and take that blindfold off and walk away. So you yourself really have control over that. All right. Now, let's pull. That's interesting. Let's pull, for those of you that this did not, you know, and you're not going to know. If you're waiting around for the answer to drop out of the sky on you, it's not going to. You're going to have to get out there and take the chance and do the work yourself. If you want to know what the hell's going on, you ask. You know, you ask. All right, so for those of you that did not, this did not answer, I'm going to pull one angel answer card. So please formulate the question in your mind. And perhaps this one card that I will pull will either answer the question for you, give you some comfort and solace if that is what you need, or give you a bit of advice on either what you should or you should not do. Okay? One card, here we go. You see that? It says success. Now, success can mean anything you want it to mean. For some people, success is fancy cars and fancy trips. For others, success is the corner office and a golden parachute. For some people, success is, you know, making sure that all of the bills are paid and the kids are fed and we can take similar vacations, having a nice life with good family and friends. Success can mean many things to many different people. You know, only you get to determine what success means to you and in what manner, not other people and not society. You know, that's buying into something that really is a fiction and a fantasy. You know, I have to have all of these things before I can go into a relationship. Well, you can subscribe to that if you want. But then, you know, you could also end up, because you're waiting around for you to get all those things, you could end up by your damn self till you're dead. I mean, you know, and if the person that you're interested in is only interested in you because of their, you know, because of what you can do for them, that's not the person for you. I really feel that this person, whomever this person is that has been presented to you by the universe, is the person for you. It feels fated. So I hope those messages helped. And until next time, namaste.